guys?
Cooper?
How you doing? Good. You guys Chick-fil-A?
You guys usually wait till Friday, right?
Yeah. Some of the guys wait till Friday.
So how do you feel coming out of last game physically?
Good. Getting better each week.
I mean, when you say that, and I know you've talked about just the rigors of a full NFL season. I mean, like how close to 100% do you feel like you can get to?
No, I don't know. I don't know what my Madden rating would say, like my percentages. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. You roll your ankle, you playing through it. Unfortunately, you're going to tweak it a few times, and it's just going to slow things down. So, I'm feeling good right now. I believe out there and play. I'm not thinking about it. So, I'm not sure. I can't give you a percentage on that.
Cooper, for Puka to accomplish what he has to this point, first 1,000-yard rookie receiver in franchise history, and obviously the other milestones, what's, I guess, impressed you most about the way he's been able to accomplish those feats?
Yeah, I mean, he's been consistent. He's weathered ups and downs, and I think that's one of the more impressive things of what he's done. He's obviously a great football player, but coming in and having, being able to weather the highs and the lows, which I think as a rookie can be tough. Being able to keep your head up through some tough stuff, and he's done a great job of that. So I think that's one of those things that Puka's a steady guy. He says he's going to be Puka every day, and it makes him what he is. So he's done a great job of that, and yeah.
When you're banged up during a season, and I don't mean an injury where you can't play week to week, what do you focus on in terms of recovery and rehab?
Yeah, well, I think it changes. I think I really lean on our training staff and the guys we have there to kind of help guide that. Try to keep somewhat of a rhythm and routine to how you handle the week. But I think the things that you're working on, the treatments, the exercises, the things that you're doing can change a little bit as you try to dial into certain areas that are problems. But yeah, I really lean on those guys and try to keep a constant routine, so I know we're getting enough work done and able to turn the body over.
As the 70-yard touchdown pass play was developing or checked out of, and what was kind of, I mean, I know you got to do your assignment, but as that play started unfolding, what was kind of going through your mind as when he caught the ball and was able to?
Yeah, well, I guess as it started, I was like, gosh, dang, I hope Puka runs the right route here. Yeah, so it was like, but he did a great job, and Higgs did a good job kind of adjusting off of him a little bit as well. But yeah, obviously, I mean, stuff that you practice, and to be in that. For Matthew to get us into that spot, to recognize what was going on, to get us into that spot. It was an incredible play by Matthew, incredible throw, and then obviously Puka able to finish it off with a touchdown. Those are exciting plays when you're able to make those things work. And Coach calls one play, and we get out there, and Matthew's able to get us into something. We're able to make something come alive like that. So it's pretty special.
When you hear that check, like, do you see what Matthew's seeing immediately? Does it like kind of click, or you're kind of like?
Yeah, well, I can't tell you too much. Yeah, but yes, we like to be. We're all on the same page. We hope we're on the same page. We hope we're on the same page.
You've been in those situations through the years here with him, and so what is that like when you're at the line and you're going to make that adjustment? Like you're saying, Puka, I just hope he runs the right route. What's kind of going through your mind when that kind of check happens and it's you who's going to become the primary target?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's obviously an exciting thing when you feel like, hey, shoot, Matthew's recognizing something. It kind of cues you into what it is that he's seeing, what we're trying to get done, and as you're I mean, like Puka talking about that play. I mean, he saw the green grass and took it, and that's an exciting feeling in football when you feel like, shoot, there's no one between me and the end zone right now, and you're able to turn your head back and that ball's in the air already. That's a fun feeling as a football player, and it's fun watching everyone be able to bring that alive. Matthew being able to recognize it, get the protection where it needs to be, get everyone blocked how they're supposed to, get communicated out from the running backs to the receivers, and be able to execute and do what he does, and the subtleties of his drops and the things that he's doing as a quarterback to make sure that play comes alive in the course of the play. it's a really cool thing that those come alive.
And then, in terms of what you did in the end zone, that touchdown catch, that's a short route. It's a much more concentrated space. How's that different, or what's going through your mind in terms of that kind of?
Well, you're kind of diagnosing, trying to see what defenses are doing down there. On that play, I got a chance to run across the field, so I got a good chance to look at the defense while I was springing across the across the line of scrimmage and get a feel for how they're going to play things and be able to make the adjustments. And that's really such a timing play and a trust play on Matthew, trusting him to be in the right spot and being able to let that thing go early down there. When it's you're in the red zone, you're at the 4 or 5 yard line. Trust that you're going to get to spots and have to let that thing go because there's the windows are real tight down there. So things happen fast. It's really about just getting to your spots and not too much time to think once the play starts. But definitely some diagnosing happening pre-snap.
In terms of the way Matthew's played overall, just the last 2 games, what stood out to you the most?
He's really, really good. He's really a football player. He's playing at a really high level right now. His understanding of the offense, his mastery and ownership of what we're trying to get done, how we're trying to attack defenses, and then being able to manage all of that stuff, in game is super impressive. I mean, he sweats more in the walkthroughs than he does in the practices because his mind is just moving. But it's very impressive to watch him work, and obviously, you can see what he can do with his arm, and but really what he's doing before the snap, in his preparation, stuff like that is really impressive.
Have you ever? If there's someone else, they can go. I don't want to take their question. If there's someone else, go ahead, Dan.
Considering where the team was a year ago and all the roster turnover, how rewarding is it for you guys to be in the thick of the playoff race going in the last month of the season?
Yeah, I mean you're excited. I mean, it doesn't matter what what any storylines or whatever is being said about our team going into the year. I mean, we have come in here, gone to work every single day with an expectation to be able to win games. And so by being here, no one in this building is surprised to be where we are. There's been a lot of work, a lot of effort, and that's what we've worked for. We've worked for these opportunities and the opportunity to go and play against a really good opponent, in December and play meaningful games here, and that's something that we expect to do. And so there's an excitement around that, and guys are going to take this thing a week at a time, though. That preparation that takes to go out and beat a really good Baltimore team this week, and handle things 1 week at a time, and the playoff picture is going to take care of itself.
So, Cooper, just going back to making those decisions in a short amount of time, have you ever stopped and thought about how that process works? I mean, can you take us through that? Because that's just a couple seconds that you're making. You're making those reads in real time.
Yeah, it is, and I think that's something that coaches have done a really good job empowering us to be able to say, hey, look, we can stand up here with the clicker and go through this thing slow motion and say all the things that you should do or shouldn't do. But the main thing is giving us enough reps during the week, enough reps in our preparation to be able to allow us to feel what that is. And it's the unconscious competence of being able to see, feel, and do all at the same time. And coaches have done a great job instilling that in each and every one of us as football players, and we've been playing this game for such a long time. Your intuition, your instincts take over, and you're able to just go out there and play ball. Perfect. Thank you, guys.